bro. Talk to us about confidence from your perspective.
Wow, well, confidence is usually the one, Anthony, that people are asking about. Very, very rarely do I get people coming to me saying, Dre, I want to be more disciplined. Can you help me out? People don't go looking out for discipline, but
Right.
everybody goes looking for confidence.
Yes,
right?
sir.
Everyone
Yes,
wants
sir.
to feel higher self-esteem. They want to feel better about themselves, have a more healthy self-image. And the thing is, what a lot of people don't understand is that discipline creates confidence.
Ooh.
Because people who are very disciplined are usually very confident people, if you really think about it.
Come on,
dive
bro.
into it.
Come on.
Because they know that they're doing whatever that thing is, whatever that work is, whatever those disciplines are, they're sticking to them. Mm-hmm. They are building these success habits. Mm-hmm. And therefore, they have the kind of confidence, not the kind of confidence you got to wear on your sleeve or post on social media, but the kind of confidence that emanates from within you, like true confidence that comes from inside. And what confidence is, the framework that I use for it is what I call the super you.
Okay.
Which is you still being yourself, but it's you at your highest possible level of confidence.
Wow.
An example that I use for that is there's this high school kid. He's on his high school basketball team. He's a mediocre player, maybe the 10th best player on the team on his best day.
Yeah.
One day in practice, the coach comes to the team and says, listen, today we're going to do an experiment. Everybody on the team, I'm going to assign you to pretend to be one of your teammates all day today. So each one of you is going to be somebody else. So this guy, he's the 10th best player on the team. His assignment, just randomly that day, is he has to be the best player on the team. His teammate, Mike. Mike's the best player on the team, college scholarship, leading scorer. Now, this guy's the 10th best player. His assignment, according to his coach, is to be the best player on the team.
Wow.
So instead of the coach pointing out your mistakes, you're going to let your own teammates show you what mistakes you're always making. So since he gets assigned to be the best player on the team, he's out there looking like Michael Jordan, player. Steph Curry, LeBron James, I guess, for the younger generation.
Wow.
And he's making all these moves, making all these shots, and his teammates are looking at him like, where is this coming from? Because he's never done this before. Yeah. And at the end of the day of practice, the coach says to him, man, if that's what it takes, you need to pretend to be Mike every day for the rest of your life because he just played out of his mind.
Wow.
And that's what the super you is about. And the reason that I share that story with people is to let them understand, if you really think about it, this kid who's the 10th best player, he didn't all of a sudden get skills just because the coach told him to.
Facts.
Like he already had that ability within him. It was the fact that the coach gave him the permission, through giving him the assignment, gave him the permission, and this is the key to confidence here that very few people talk about, to no longer conform to being who you've always been. That's what, when you want to make a big jump confidence-wise and self-esteem and change your self-image quick, is you have to stop conforming to who you've always been. Confidence is not a 3-month or 10-year process. You can do it at the snap of a finger, as long as you give yourself that permission to step outside of yourself and kind of step into that alter ego, kind of like Beyonce is known for having a alter ego when she steps on the stage. Right? She calls Sasha Fierce. She had a whole album named Sasha Fierce, stepping into that other person. So who is that other person going to be for you? And you can choose to stay in that. You can stay in that role for as long as you want. It's not a temporary thing. So that's really what confidence is about. And again, it's sourced from the reason why you can be confident enough, and let's say Beyonce can be confident enough to step into that role and be that on stage, is because she's done the practice, right? She's done the rehearsals, right? She's done all the dance moves. She's in that studio doing the work. She has the voice coaches. She knows her moves. She's done the cardio so she can sing while she's doing all those dance moves. It's not like she just rolled out of bed and said, okay, I'm just going to be this great performer. She did the work. So this is what I mean when I say discipline creates confidence.
Yeah, man. Dude, you're hitting on the head there, man. I think one of the things that I love, and I want to ask you this, do you think confidence also comes from what we say about ourselves when we look at ourselves in the mirror? Because I sometimes when I get out on the golf course, man, I play golf, and I just played the other weekend with my friends, and I was like, man, I suck today. And I sucked. And then when we got to the last hole, I said, I'm about to kill this hole. I'm gonna land on the green. I'm a one putt. I'm gonna do it all. And I did exactly what I said. Because I spoke life, I spoke confidence, I didn't speak negative towards me. To those who are listening right now, I think sometimes we can be our biggest critic. And because we are our biggest critic, I think that hurts our confidence. What are some practical ways, again, people can start off their days or start off their weeks or really start building strong confidence?
Well, first of all, I 100% agree with you that conversation that we have with ourselves is the most important conversation that happens because we are with ourselves more often than anybody else. And what we say to ourselves is 10 times more impactful than what anybody else ever will say to us.
Absolutely.
That doesn't mean we can't learn from other people. We can take what other people say to us, and then we can take it and say it to ourselves. It's worth 10 times more when we say it than when Anthony says it, Dre says it, Tony Robbins says it. We have to say it to ourselves.
Yeah.
As far as the question that you're asking, tell me the question one more time. I lost it.
Yeah, man. No, you remind me of me, brother. We just get to going. What I was saying was, how do we help people really start building confidence? What are some practical things we can do to build confidence? For an example, someone says, man, I can't start a business. Well, that's a lack of confidence. I can't pay off debt. That's a lack of confidence. What are some practical things we can start doing or saying to build true confidence?
Great. Well, when it comes to achieving in life, the 3-step process is a very simple be, do, and then have.
Come on, bro.
And the way that I have people break it down is we work backwards.
Okay.
So most people understand the concept of goals. What do you want to have in life? What do you want to achieve? You want to make this much money. You want to get out of debt. You want to have big muscles. You want to be a superstar singer. Write down all the things you want, all the goals you want to achieve in life. Most people are pretty good with coming up with those.
Yeah.
Now, the next step is working backwards. What do you need to do? So we all understand you can't get something for nothing. So what are you willing to give in order to achieve these outcomes? What steps need to be taken?
Good.
You need to go to the gym this much. You need to get this much, this kind of job. You need to make this much every day in your business. How much revenue you got to generate? What are the steps that need to be taken? What are all the things you have to do to achieve these outcomes? And just make sure your actions match those goals. Now, the third question, and this is the question that almost nobody ever asks themselves, and this is the key question. Who do I need to be? What kind of person do I need to be in order to do this? How do I need to look at myself how do I need to see myself when I look in the mirror? How do I want people to feel when I walk into a room? What kind of energy, what kind of aura do I need to project in my life in order to do these things in order to get these results? Because here's the thing, what I tell people is this. If you were already being that person, you would already be taking these actions and you would already have the results.
Yeah.
So since you don't have the results yet, that means the actions haven't quite happened yet. Or maybe you're doing all the right things, quote unquote, but you don't have the right energy. You don't have the right approach.
Yeah.
And there have been many times in, I think, anyone's life who's listening to this, where you felt like you were following the steps perfectly, not getting the results. But then your mindset changed, your energy changed. What you just said, Anthony, you were playing golf, wasn't going good. Your mindset changed. Like you already knew how to play golf.
Yep.
Your mindset changed. You stepped to that next hole and all of a sudden you did the same thing. You got a different result.
Yes.
It's because your being changed. The being is just the way that we are, the energy that we have in a moment. And when you change your state, your mental, emotional, energetic state, you can take the same actions and get a completely different result. So that's how you build that confidence. And you can do this consistently. This is an everyday thing. Wow. So some people call it auto-suggestion or self-talk or what do they call it? Affirmations. The way that you talk to yourself every day, because again, what you say to yourself has more impact than what anybody else says to you. So if you make a habit out of doing that every single day, you're going to start to change yourself from the inside out.
This brings something up. When I think of like where I'm at in the space that I'm in, a lot of people lack the confidence and the discipline of getting out of debt. And it's because that they don't see it. They don't have the accountability partners. They don't have the dreams. And so I appreciate you for saying that, bro. Like I really do appreciate you for saying that. Real talk.